But yeah, I can already start with a campaign discovery. I think it will come any moment. This here is already one track out of the campaign which got leaked. So I can already try to get the AT on this map. Yeah, the AT was mega free, holy shit. Alright, we got this AT already for map 12, and now let's check if the campaign is actually there, and it is. Okay, here we go. Map 01. Only a time by Nadio here. In the new snow environment, this new snow Vista. I don't know if we will ever use this word Vista, it's very strange in my opinion. Okay, the AT has a 25-second time. Hylas, however, had a 19 seconds run, but okay. We have the AT, we go next. Most of it will be pretty free, it seems. It's just a matter about finding the way. So I have been already in the editors a little bit. I checked already. The same what Granadi checked in stream. I did as well. Yeah, also basically everyone will get all the medals that are required to unlock the black maps, that's for sure. That is so easy. Like if they do such easy ATs, then yeah, let's see how the ATs develop towards the other maps. But I mean, I played map 12. This is a blue map, and it was also absolutely easy on that track. So it's from the trailer this turn. Okay, this one was only 1.6 seconds. Now we go through all the different new environments. That's nice. I also have to get used to these new names for these Vistas, because I would... Ooh, okay. I tend to just name this one Lagoon, to be honest, and the other one Valley and Canyon. Just the white shore is like not really existing. We have Rally Car, wow. That is surprising. I don't switch to my smooth stick gamepad now, but interesting. Ah, it features all the old cars, nice. And very easy to drive though, even though that was a good jinx. Yeah, in the old car map is the first one where I'm actually not beating AT because of this crash. Ah, of course right here on this map, the one touch actually gets punished. Like on the other maps you could have lost that amount of time and it's still good enough, you know. But here, like this came a bit out of nowhere that we have like a tight crest here. Yeah, not completely out of nowhere, but yeah. Yeah. We have the maps done, we go to map 6. Not sure what this plus 1.2 was actually trying to tell me. Plus 1.2 for what? Against what? Ach no, I know. I clicked on play against opponent, I guess. That's the reason. Okay, tech turn. Okay, I lost a lot of speed in before. This is not enough for 18 now. Because I have now no speed for the whole stretch into the finish. Okay, this is still enough very easily actually as well. Map in Canyon again. Also I can make mistakes, so that's still fine. Unless on the old car map, or people will be annoyed that on the old car map the AT is the strongest. Oh yeah, this has really the feeling of some Team 2 maps. With this night mood as well. The night mood gets actually used way too sparse. Like it can look really nice. This map here reminds me of something. I have the feeling I know the map. Might be very similar to one of the Team 2 maps, but I'm not sure. Multilap. Two laps actually, not three. And I unlocked blue. And probably also red and also black. Because you only need 10 gold medals to unlock black as well. So I unlocked everything. Aha, we have an ice slide in the campaign. Okay, worked out. So these maps now, blue and red, they can also be played in some of these weekly tournaments. This one I already have. One second ahead. Also what I really realized compared to other campaign discoveries, the wayfinding is mega easy here. In previous campaigns it was way more difficult to figure out where to go. But this is so easy to see where to go. I really like that. And it's still good scenery because these environments just make it a good scenery. We have to look at these. Oh, this might be not enough. I had also no idea what was happening there. Yeah, okay, I'm far away. As it is grass and so on, I have to see if I can cut it shorter. If we have a setting for that. But I wouldn't really know where to find it. Because it's of course different here compared to the old games. Oh, please. Oh, that was actually close. Yeah, I got some prestige skin here. They are also looking really nice, but I still don't really have a use for them. I have my personal skin, so... We have a long map. Nadeo, so far with the time. This one is now in the stadium environment, so here it could be more difficult to figure out where to go, but so far it's fine. Yeah, the question is, can I still make it with that respawn? I see it coming, it's not gonna be enough. Yeah, but it might have been difficult for many people. Of course not the longest map that we had so far. But how long exactly the discovery takes will mostly get decided on the black maps, obviously. And I have no idea how difficult the ATs might be on those maps. But we talk about the black maps when we get to them. Also Nadeo guckt. Okay. Sunrise is a tiny bit part of this new update. The names of the new Vistas. Wasn't it? Also we have Red Island. Oh, proper ice map here. We have green coast. And we have Blue Bay. Those are the names, right? So we have Bay Island and coast. Oh, okay, the ATs become now more interesting. Scheiße. How did it continue? Am I forced in this camera? I'm forced in the camera, guys. It was the last turn. Makes no sense to be forced though. Okay, log in. It's the first difficult AT. It's mainly just a question of where's the exit. My first try was again extremely good. It is often decent on ice somehow. I don't know why. Okay, it was very doable still. $17. Oh, I haven't seen these blocks. Ah, but makes sense. Yeah, I didn't look close enough. Because Valley actually had some of these spectator blocks. So they get actually used here. Ah. They had done more detail. Didn't realize when I was in the editor. That looks really cool. But this is... now I have the camera that I want. Ah, it's those blocks. Okay. Oh my god, the map continues. Ah, this sucks. Nah. Not making it because of that, man. Can already restart. It was much tighter than I thought. Yeah, this is a typical Mario's issue. Ah, nice. The grass is mown by my earlier driving. Now I actually see something. In that moment when something is blind, when you don't really see far ahead, I immediately start struggling. And sadly this is very blind, but it looks cool. Yeah, it was the shadow that... The shadow is the reason for my fail. It baited me. Yeah, AT was very doable. Okay, maps become more interesting now. Not so standard. You can really see the difference. And those maps, of course, are also more important as they might be played in the Cup of the Week. But here, also, I have to see if there's a setting. Because I want to see something on off-road sections. This here is annoying. Yeah, this here is difficult. I will remember where to go. Fuck, I did that wrong again. I didn't check. But I also didn't really care too much. But it could be that it takes a bit. This is so simple. The blindness, man. The blindness. Here in the ending I want to check also something. Yeah, you wanna go further left, I'm pretty sure. Made it by 1.2 seconds as well, so it was really not too difficult. I actually thought they would bring back magnetic roads. Oh god, this has an hitbox? Hello? I thought that they would bring back magnetic roads when they bring up this Vista here, this environment. They make it really difficult. Like, I want to say environment and I also just want to say lagoon. I don't know if we all have to agree now that we say Vista. Or if we can just say environment and it's fine. It has always been environment. Oh. Okay. Nein. Ah, I missed the AT because of that. Scheiße. I knew I have to go as left as possible. Much further left than in my first try, and yeah. Ah, almost world record. But because I had one more run, of course, that helped. 2 minutes. Yep, there. Whenever it goes off-road, whenever it's super weird and unclear, in that moment I'd go wrong. And yeah, there were signs, but I think you saw them very late, if at all. Not really time to react on them. Because you just come around this, and then suddenly, the first thing that I look is where's something road like, and the same issue, man. Yeah, in that there is this moment where I'm just blind, you know. Okay, this is what we have to do. There are 4 laps to do. Now it will be easy to beat the AT. Let's see what kind of position I get on the map. Maybe I can go for world record again. Nah, I'm not sure if I can go for world record with that ending of the first lap. Also I'm getting so debated there. Yeah, this was a much better move for it, this lap. this is not enough? Nah, come on. No way I just drove 2 minutes and it's not enough. Just because I drove wrong once. Incredible. I'm surprised that this AT is suddenly a bit stronger. Because there were so many maps where I'm like a second ahead of AT, and this one here, as it is so long and 4 laps, and should have been easily good enough. But world record beats the AT by 4 seconds, so there must be something that I'm missing. What happens if I don't? Ah, maybe this is the, yeah. Oh yeah. I had the wrong strat. I guess. I mean, I drove wrong as well. I felt faster. You can go even more risky. It's similar to the Big Trackmania Cup map, where you landed on penalty sand. You want to risk this a lot. Okay. And another prestige skin. I get them all now. And now it starts. The 5 black maps. And those maps... Okay. And those 5 maps will be used in the esports of this year. China 2026 is the first one. Have here special scenery as well. So expect these maps to be a little bit more difficult. The question is, and also having an identity, we saw that already in the announcement yesterday. It was already a bit leaked there that this map here has the Pi-Cycle identity, Pi-Cycle map that was played some years back. Looking at the map so far, I'm pretty sure that Kanadi will say the map is too easy. But of course Nadeo needs to find the balance to still give campaign players the chance to really play this, you know. Na toll, I slid out. So I am actually very unsure how do you do these ice turnarounds. I know I sucked on that map as well, on that identity. So I'm gonna have to learn. The identity is very decisive, I can say. Oh. Yeah, and the ATs are also getting a bit more spicy here. Let's see how long it takes. Of course, some people actually practiced already the pi cycle identity yesterday. Because they knew that this is coming up. This is way wider than you first think. I mean, I only need 1.8 seconds, but there is not much happening on this map, so it's not super free to gain that amount of time on my current PB. I mean, here the map is already over and the identity starts, you know, that goes really quick. Okay, this is the AT one now. I mean, it'll be more difficult now to make this AT. Not sure if I should continue. Let's wait for that ice slide and then decide. That ice slide was much better. Maybe. Close. Aww. Unlucky. That was just because of the start. I decided to continue, and if I didn't, I would have had it. You see? 2/10. Oh, but now I'm barely ahead. Ugh. Going into this identity is very similar feeling than in some BYMC maps yesterday. Just I didn't really play too much ice anti-boosts, turn around on them. I didn't really do that a lot yet, so I have to kinda learn it on the track, but my idea how to do it worked immediately. I'm still afraid that when I have done a good enough run that it actually dies in the end, because you always lose a full minute every time that you go to the identity and then you lose the run. Such that the previous run was not good enough. Was of course a risk to continue it with the bad start that I had. Yeah, now I start sliding out here, that's also annoying. Dude, this is so bad. Ugh. I made the same mistake. Oh, thanks God. I survived the last identity and kept the lead. This one turn there, I always get the nose slide. That's so stupid. So, France comes up now. And on this map, there is also an old identity reused, which is Halfpipes. Very creative name. Oh, and what are we driving here? Yeah, we have to... Oh! Oh, French flags everywhere. Yeah, that was also part of the map. Halfpipes. Okay, next try 80. Let's see. Probably not, but... No. Okay, there are actually poles indicating I should go further left. They don't have the lines yet. Lost the gear as well. Ach, this is not the checkpoint of... Ah, okay. Okay, 1.6 seconds missing, and that's mainly in the start where I drove wrong multiple times. Okay, now I know what to do. So here... Naja, also I wanted to show once what you don't have to do. But now. He is annoying at the landing. Okay. And this is now a tight turn. Now I have a lot more speed. Now keeping the gear here as well. And going inside. So stupid, eh? Using a bit of outside dirt. Keeping the gear barely. And I got it. Next one. USA. We haven't seen much of USA in the trailer. Oh god, how the walls are looking like. Ay, ay, ay. Makes sense that we have Canyon here. Looks of course really beautiful. Ugh. Oh. Oh, this is actually very small quarter pipe to land on. Rip. Ah. This identity. Yeah, they come up with very, very old identities. Okay. So, let's see what we can cook here. Ah, rip, ey. Gnadi will snap with this identity. Okay, 3 seconds. I mean, not easy, but should be doable. They had a lot of time losses still. Yeah, when I jumped off I already knew it's not working. Damn, I forgot this corner a bit. I should have had it already. 1/10 behind, what? Ah, I released too much. Can I also go inside up? Yeah. Okay, free time gain. Every time I thought I should try it and then I didn't do. Also probably it's a restart. Finally I'm still ahead. Which is mainly because I jumped so low. I guess that Americans will be very motivated to do well on the America map. But it doesn't fit the typical track style from Americans. The typical Cup of the Day PF map. Scheiße. I really don't like this part. You don't have enough space. For a nice exit. Also, if I hit this once, then I beat the AT by miles. Like, if that, for example, did survive, then GG. Somehow my camera is not always switching. Not sure if that's a new bug. Or an old bug coming back, let's say. This was not very fast. I need a good end. But luckily my ending sucked in my other time, so it was easy to improve that. Oh, I'm getting a bit more here. Okay. Yeah, the next map is Brazil. And then is Greece still missing. So a lot of yellow and green. We are of course in Lagoon. Yeah, Blue Bay, I believe. And it features a lot of plastic, yellow plastic of course. Now the yellow plastic also finally looks good. Or is it actually a different color? Here it looked more orange because of the shadows. Oh. Oh, you have to figure out what the best transition might be there. Ooh. Ah. So let's see what the identity is. Or if it's just in this one that you drive on water with reactor. Oh my god. I mean, there was a map with a similar identity, we can say. But compared to the other identities, much more recent. 106.7, yeah, whew. How do we do that? That's ooh. I'm only 85 ahead. Still 2 seconds. And a bit more. Yeah, here it's a lot of time. There's a new surface, by the way, the beach. Slightly new. Something in between road and dirt. Plus bumpy. Ah, scheiße. Look at this. The drift was where I could have still improved a lot. Ah, okay, now I'm half a second away. Which may be this one corner. Oh my god, is this important, guys. The speed is snowballing so hard with that water bounce. And it all comes from one gear here. I mean, look at this, I'm 3/10 behind. And now it would be 4/10 behind. Ugh. Just because I lost the gear. And it's a weird corner, since you have wet wheels on plastic combined with reactor. And you want to get far inside, but without dropping the gear. Yeah, this is annoying. I'm completely out of the round. I also realized in my previous lap that I had that good, much faster than any other attempt. lost the gear again. I cannot do this. Like, this is so annoying. Oh my god. $710. Yeah, because I didn't stay inside. But I felt like if I steer more, then I lose the gear. Scheiße. Ach, ein Slowdown der. Oh. Finally. Huh? That is so over important, what the fuck? Please let me get it. Scheiße! Oh nö! I got a no slide. Ah, rip it. Now I have to do everything again. Dude, that's annoying. Already now that annoys me, this map. One gear decides over 2 seconds. I'm equal, but that's still difficult, and I'm so outside here, I don't get around. I wonder if there will be shenanigans with the reactor. So I don't think that I can gain half a second, or can gain something in that drift corner. Half a second is a bit much. Na. But I have a feeling now. For the gear. Oh god, that was the most stupid crash ever. Oh my god. Seemingly I want to play this map a bit longer. Okay, I saved the ending because I had the lead, but holy shit. I'm second place now. Amazing. Suddenly the gear was not that big of an issue anymore. Surprisingly. Alright, now the next content is map 25 degrees 1. Yeah, blue and white. Maybe more tech focused. Tech and platform RPG-ish. It's also in the normal stadium. And not in an environment. In a different one. Ah, here. Also, I saw something. I don't know if I have any speed for that. Oh, interesting. Oh, I thought that we have the speed for that. Question was, could you cut some of these platforms? No. I really thought that in the beginning here it might work. Maybe if I have more speed, to be honest. Okay. Oi, oi, oi. Boah, wow, the detail on that block was cool. Ah, RIP. But AT is still faster. I haven't really remembered everything yet. Here I'm always on a bad angle for this exit, I think. Need to fix it. So double right. I go into this eyesight as if it was the first lap. I really didn't remember how it exits, but yeah, I got it already the first try very clean, that's why I didn't remember. So here we can see nicely where to go. Until there. That was costing some time. Tight corner there. Oh, exactly 1 second, and yeah, I know where I lost it, so then actually not too difficult this 18. Maybe I can get it already now, but there were also some really clean sections in my run. For example, the ice slide and the RPG part afterwards. But I keep a lead here, and I would think it's possible, because here I will gain. And here in this Titan I will gain. And this was weird. I will now also gain here in the exit. Having lots more speed here. Now I only need to survive, that's everything I need. And this is no problem. And there we go. Beating it now by over a second. 4th place. Alright, these are all the maps done. The campaign is finished. And yeah, so I have to say it starts very basic with the maps. Very basic. And then it becomes very interesting towards the ending. The black maps are definitely no, the most difficult ones, but they are not as difficult as previous World Tour maps. They are still drivable for every other player as well. But of course, the pro players still have chances to gain a few tenths here and there. Over other pro players, especially on the Brazil map. I would say that the whole identity in the end with the water part, you can gain a lot. Until then, it's of course just plastic. If you hold the gear, then people will stay close together, but afterwards, and you have to learn all these transitions. It's very crucial. Also, surely Lars will cook some part maps after the first water bounce, this transition there. That is actually very important. And the Greece map has a very nice identity. I really like it. I think that's nice. And there you can also make a difference. Yeah, of course, in the map before there's not much to do. Like when pro players play against other pro players who will stay close, but the ending is cool. Map 23. The American map is probably the easiest one. I would say the identity is here absolutely free. What decides here is probably in the middle this weird ice into dirt. Like, at least for me, it was the most difficult part. This one here will be nice to drive, but close in matches. And this one here is completely free. Also this is literally just the identity. This one will be super, super close. But yeah, towards the ending here, they got a bit more difficult, I would say. And it's a nice outshot first, now 177th. Here 3000. You better don't update all of them. I still have a world record. Trust. Yeah, alright, nice. Nice campaign. I really like it. And now I can also show you the new WeeklyGrand map. We also should have new weekly shorts, but this is something for later. WeeklyGrand. Yeah, I already played it once. You have to do a 10 lap race against ghosts from Nadeo. And some people hunted it already. You see Panda here, for example. There will be also a race on this. My first try was a 9:58. And yeah, the special thing here is that these ghosts have collision. They drive 2 different lines, I think. I think it's mainly 2 different lines that they drive. And the funny thing is that they have collisions on. So you really want to avoid bumping into them. Because they slow down, and you need to find nice ways to overtake them. Which is not so easy because they drive sometimes weird lines, you know. In the first lap they are all pretty far away from each other. But the thing is, there are some faster and some slower ghosts. And due to that... Dude, go away. Scheiße. Yeah, we're gonna restart. Due to that, at some point there will be 2-3 ghosts very close to each other. And then you need to find the correct way where to overtake. And that's not so easy to do. Since they drive some weird lines. Okay. Wow! You can make some really cool overtaking maneuvers. I'm faster. You see, I get earlier to these ghosts in this run now. This one was in the way, like I had no chance. Yeah, that's important that you're so quick that this ghost is not annoying you too much in the exit, that you can actually take good exit speed out of the hairpin. Very crucial actually. Now, how is he driving? If I had known that, for example, then I could have done a way different line. By the way, we start on position 32 here in this race, and the goal is to end up in position 1. You see the position on my car. You basically have to overtake everyone. I bounced a bit up, lol. But yeah, every time you touch them you get a bit of a slowdown. But not that great. I'm definitely also overlapping some of them though. Here's currently a big gap between the cars. I have a feeling what that means for, like, let's say a minute later. But there are, for example, now 2 next to each other. Yeah. And whenever that happens, it's very difficult. I don't know how these ghosts are actually programmed, that they actually pass themselves then. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, this is, for example, also it's super important that you are fast enough, if you go here for best time, it's super important that you are fast enough to pass this one. Like, that was super annoying. Like, he blocked exactly the one and only line. I had, like, nowhere else to go. Because I just arrived at the wrong timing. If I arrive at a different timing, then it's better. Oh my... Dude, don't go further right. Oh my god. Did you expect that this guy is actually crashing into the wall there? That ripped all my speed, holy moly. Like, I did not expect him to crash against the wall and suddenly go right. Also, that was wild. I had no chance to avoid that. But yeah, it's very similar to Sneakula Race, you can say, from Schenker hosted, where we also have collisions on. The collisions here are, however, different. they feel different. It's basically always just a slowdown. You don't bounce weirdly away. It's just a slowdown. Basically a penalty whenever you touch someone. And yeah, you can of course grind this and then learn where these ghosts are and where you can cast them. But the better you become, you will always then get to them at different spots, you know. You have to relearn everything. Next Sunday... Oh, they were inside of each other, I think I saw that. Next Sunday, well, this Sunday, there will be... where's the ghost? There will be an endurance, a grand enduro on this map with 60 laps to drive. Hey, imagine you use them to wallbang. I think they actually can function as a wallbang. I have a bit of a penalty, but to be honest, I mean, I didn't try yet to full YOLO into someone in that last chicane. But it seems like you could use them. There are some parts on this map where it's very important that you have good exit speed, and when the ghosts are in the way exactly in those sections, that's quite annoying. Oh, there. Nicely, I have already some practice from Snakula races, so I know how to pass people. But yeah, the problem here with these ghosts is, of course, they have some really weird lines. This one, for example, avoided now that I had any chance to do some kind of drift for this last hairpin, so that did cost me quite a bit of time. Here we have a super slow car that got passed by this other car. Both were extremely slow actually. Now we have a bit of a gap. There's the next one. You can pass on the inside. 10 laps it is in total. A proper player could have jumped outside of that ghost. We go outside. Yeah, the exit speed is still missing. Like in this uphill right turn, it's annoying when ghosts are in the way. Same, of course, in the upcoming freewheel section. I didn't understand the thing with the medals yet. Also whenever I pass the multi-lap, you see a medal window. For each 5 laps you get something, was in the announcement. But of course we only drive 10. Maybe it actually matters to play this map then a second or third time. Get more medals there, I don't know. It goes away before I have time to look at it. We are on the second to last lap. There's a really slow car. Wow. You can create some nice clips out of that. With some really epic passes. You can of course overjump them also in some sections. Sadly I miss again some speed here. For the long uphill. Because I had 3 cars before and ooh! Yeah, okay, also now you see how collisions work. And this was the first big issue. I really hope that I overjump him. He also crashed, interesting. I really wonder how they do that, or if they actually got Josh, the AI video guy, to create such ghosts. No, also there's also a new track editor feature apparently where you can do that yourself. You can create a track and then there will be ghosts loaded that are basically coming from the validation ghost. But here you have different ghosts. Those ghosts are different, from multiple different people driven, and then driven with different kind of speed. Then I had to release again to get around because it was not allowed to take the turn before inside. So now there's no car. Means I can go full speed. Oh, there's a car now. No, right before the freewheel I have to fully slow down. And this is it. 14th. So 9:35 is actually pretty crazy already. I don't know when we watch this. We can actually watch it. And we see how he actually is passing the people. I guess that he already knows how they are driving. A quick, our Slekola guy in second. Interesting. He passes this one here. Then Mega inside. Oh, he gets even this one so early. And gets this one also on the inside. But yeah, you really have to be confident where these ghosts are driving. And I don't know in that moment when you crash into a ghost, if the line of the ghost gets somewhat changed afterwards or not. I don't know how that actually works. Oh my god, I didn't even see that ghost. I thought he is going into it there. Oh, this is also fully in the way. But he found an okayish way around. Aye, aye, aye. I wouldn't have trusted that. So this is about decision making here, but of course you cannot really know unless you have already some good runs and you end up many more times at certain sections close to these ghosts. Then you learn what they do. But I think it's safe to say that this is still not really on the limit, even though it is somehow 19 seconds in front of me. The thing is, I had, especially in the last 2 laps, some really big slowdowns in my runs. Yeah, okay, he also touches here and there. Also, it's not cooked yet, but how did he gain so much on me then? This is surprising. Okay. Now that the campaign is out, since 1.5 hours, I think it is safe to look at the world records. Until cup of the day. Minningham. Okay, what's this? By the way, the one Open Planet plugin, Ghost++ is not working yet. I have not seen this kind of trick yet. That you... Okay, it's a small ice slide actually, interesting. So this is how you play map 1. Yeah, world record. 10 minutes, yeah, now I don't even find. Oh. We have Lord Quacked with the world record. This is a full no slide map, and the start at least, and here as well. Quantum slide. You have tie with him. So he was first when you were second, I guess. Ah no, you had world record. How can... No, that doesn't work. If he is tied with you, then you couldn't have world record if he's now shown ahead. Yeah, world record tie, that is... yeah. That is true. Okay, very clean landing. And then no slide abuse on the outside, interesting. And finish. Jabski has the world record here. Will also be interesting to see if there's already a cut somewhere. Especially what happens if there are cuts on the black maps. Will they get updated? There's not much happening, it's all about that soup then, I guess. And here Mark with the record. Nice skin. It's the only map with old cars, so I guess it's fine. This is white, now we go into green. Keeps the grip. Boah, over jumping the whole penalty, yeah, that's so much faster. Holy shit, ey. How did I do on Brazil? Yeah, I struggled with one gear early for some time. That took me then a while. But when I got it, I was then always on AT pace. Choked a few of these runs, but then I got it. I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes I guess I was there. Mainly because of the gear. Then at some point when I got the gear I had consistently AT pace. Nobu. Inside? Ah yeah, that's the reason. I didn't remember how it continued. Again inside. Oh, nice ending. Die Gertrude 3000. Haha, what a name. And then also pink car skin. Amazing. Ah, there is a small bump. I guess this is just world record because of that bump. Simk. Doesn't work. Then Sky. See if Simk is somewhere. No. Is that the first cheated record already? Ach yeah, 30. I was actually reading 39. Because a .87 would have made sense. Until here, not much surprising stuff. But now comes blue. Now it gets more important. Okay, side ramp. Ice speed slide. And also here we do some ice speed slide and finish. Okay. Next map. Map 12, which was hunted early on. Purple Bear with the world record here. It's more like a precision map. But I think it has one drift. Yeah, small release. It's basically just a landing in this corner. Also here. Also not really a drift, just landing nicely and then getting through this. Again, landing in the corner with the right angle and bump. Okay. I don't think that I have much time today. There's so much content to go through. But crazy that you already built something. Okay. Normal run, I would say. I always forgot this turn. Ooh, we can go there. Oh, I cannot see anything. Do you guys already know if there is a graphic setting to lower the grass? Because TN2 has that. But it is before you start the game and not inside of the game in TN2 as far as I know. Or? I don't think so. Oh! This is what we have to do here. Oh god. No, I completely missed that. Oh, very higher. What are the major updates? Ooh. I mean, most of them we already know since yesterday. Here you actually don't see much, but yeah, we have a new campaign. I'm currently watching the world records here on the blue campaign. Until here the maps are very easy to see where to go, and AT is also super easy. Very important jump. These blue and red maps will be played in the weekly cup, but are then more like fun cups. You can win trophies, of course. The weekly cup is gonna be a cup of the day, but on these campaign maps, so people will be trained for that cup of the day. And the seeding is still there, but it's not a fast lane seeding then. Yeah, but apart from that, the main update is that we have this here. Look at the scenery. We have 4 new environments. And this environment here is actually always the first map of red, the first blue, the first green, the first white, and the first black. Is that always snow? The snow environment? White Shore. Because map 1 was also white. Now I'm going on to the first red map. I thought that maybe from each 5 maps that you have each environment featured. It could actually be. Yeah, okay, nice. So, also here you have a snow landscape. That's basically a new editor that you can build your map in. The blocks are similar, also often the same, but there are exceptions. Here we have the valley editor basically. This is called Green Coast. You have basically the same blocks, but some block sets are missing. Like there is no wood currently in any of these environments. But some blocks are also slightly changed, what makes it more interesting. Like these are sausage blocks and the underside has a tarmac here. This is like one of the most beautiful maps and one of the most, yeah, also one of the maps where you actually have the feeling, oh, this is a new block. On other tracks you don't really have that feeling. It's mainly the stadium blocks integrated into these environments. There are a few new blocks that interfere with the terraforming that these new environments now finally give you, like these mountains here that you can now drag the same way as you do it in Trackmania 2. This is now the canyon environment. This looks of course also really nice. These red maps are already much more also yeah, much more detailed. I missed the correct word for that, but no, there's more to it, to these maps. Oh, here's a landing bug, interesting. The other maps beforehand, until Blue, they were all very basic, and this here is much more. Okay. Yeah, no special lines here, to be honest. Just what you would expect. And yeah, we of course have also the lagoon-ish environment, which looks like this. Now we can see how low you can actually jump here. Of course I will cup of the day. Yeah, you unlock the black maps already after you got gold medal on the white and green maps, and this is very easy to do. Oh, that looks so good. Like, Lagoon is always the most beautiful environment. It's called Blue Bay here. And yeah, now still the normal stadium of course also exists. Some of these environments have bobsleigh blocks available, others don't. Like this, a mix here and there, but at some point maybe you just get everything. So I already assumed that you have the air brake super late, similar to the big Trackmania Cup map from Granadi. You want to get your nose down as much as possible without flipping over. This will be the difficulty. I quickly get something to drink. Ja, also the update is mainly scenery, so that you have new environments to build in, but I actually thought that we are not having the old cars in the other environments, but we actually have, so we can go into them. Maybe Nadeo made a last minute change in that regard, I don't know. I heard that it would not be possible. There is one new surface which is in the lagoon environment that we've just seen. In that environment you have the beaches, the sand, and the sand is some like in between of tarmac and dirt. So now come the black maps, and the black maps, they will be used for esports, but they of course still had to be accessible for typical campaign hunters. The ATs of course now a difficulty though for new players, but here we go. They reused old identities from older TMGL seasons. This one here is the China map. It has also some special scenery and is built in the snow environment. And this is one of the tracks that the pro players will absolutely, yeah, train hard. Also they have to. It's all about these black maps now. So you will see a lot of pro players in the top locals this time around in the campaign. Unless they want to hide some struts. So this is the identity. We haven't seen a cut yet. So now comes France. Scrappy with a world record. I think Scrappy still played TMGL when this map was played. Also, the identity of this map, but also this middle part with the dirt was part of that old map. Oh, this is still improvable. This is still an improvable record. This was also a high jump. The last one was good. So now the Americas. Let's start with the world record. Yeah, this part is quite important. Oh! Where's the acceleration penalty? Oh? That's illegal. Oh! Ooh! Okay, this is an interesting ending strat. Ooh. No, this is actually a faster ending. I think that's a strat. So keeping that gear is very crucial on that map. And this map focuses on what comes up now. Reactor water gliding. I think you can get the last turn tighter. And this is the last map of the campaign, so we get ready for the Cup of the Day in time. The Greece map. With a nice ending. Let's see if they can actually skip some of the platforms. So I feel like one platform skip is possible there. Oh yeah, okay, it's the Nesca corner. Nice. Then I like it. I thought you still had the slide, but you don't. And here the line was a bit unclear. Yeah, surprisingly I have to go early to the left here, it's a bit weirdly built. So does he release? Only slightly. And he doesn't cut the platform. Oh, maybe it's not possible. Oh, nice. He's pretty far ahead.